as he heads down to the chicane now. To complete lap 18. Blue flags are going because of Dan in front of him. Dan will be aware of that, of course, and starts lap 19. So over halfway through this race. Is Roger in the lead. Too Fast is not that far off now. Too Fast looking good in second. Too Fast. Keep him with him. Dan, keep him well out of the way there. While he's there, he might buy himself a newspaper or something. Or the programme just slots in behind Too Fast, but that was good driving from Dan, good awareness of the flags and everything else around him. So, well played for Dan. He won't like the fact that he's being lapped, but still good awareness there. So Too Fast second, Thomas third. Thomas, who I thought, well, we never know, and it's not over yet, is it? But we came in early, so he's going to be coming in early again, you would think, depending on fuel saving, etc., if there is any going on. But third place for Thomas at the moment, and he's not particularly close to the back of Too Fast, not really, but perhaps just biding his time. Sure, he's got a plan in his head. Paul, well, we know, I don't think there's much point in going back to Paul really much here. He's in fourth place, and at the moment, as it stands, pretty much where he's going to be, I think. Maybe. Certainly for the rest of this stint, anyway. Likewise, Dyson. Oh, actually, no, not likewise, Dyson. Unforgiven goes up ahead of him in the fifth. Good little battle then. So I didn't think Unforgiven was that close to Dyson, but he's certainly close now because he's gone past him. So fifth place for Unforgiven, that's good. So he's pulling his way up through the field. Dyson will have a look back though. No. Both lock up a little bit, I think, there, but Unforgiven in fifth. So now he's behind his teammate Paul. So Team Red Bull, fourth and fifth at the moment. That'd be a good result for the team. Good result for the drivers, actually, come to think of it. And Dyson going to be attacking Unforgiven down here at turn one, but oh, he nearly hits the back of him, did Dyson, and oh, that was close. He had to take evasive action there, otherwise he was smashing into the back of Unforgiven, and that's the last thing you want to do for both of you. So actually good driving in the end to just move out of the way, but, and to be fair, he didn't actually lose that much time, did he? But anyway, well, in fact he hasn't lost barely any time. Look, he's back on the back of Unforgiven in sixth place, but so, little battle going on here, so we'll keep our eye on this one. See if Unforgiven can pull himself up to the back of Paul, or if Dyson can get past Unforgiven and get that fifth place back. Rodders then, seventh. Looking comfortable there. And Chuck in eighth, and then not too far behind is both Jerry and Ginger, I believe. Or no, just Jerry. There's Jerry, and then I think Ginger, well, he's not that far behind, is he, actually? But there you go. DJ right up behind Ginger now, so little battle here for 10th and 11th. So DJ, or did... Yeah, I think Ginger might have actually got DJ there. So Ginger up to 10th, DJ 11th. But DJ will be looking to take him back, and oh, there you go, both different lines there, tight line, a wide line. Ginger's got that inside line though, which is most important, but oh, DJ on the outside, has he made it stick? Oh, don't think so, little error. Oh, he has made it stick because Ginger got him. No, Ginger had to stick in behind him into 11th, so actually a good move in the end. Went round the outside of Ginger, broke a bit later, got the apex, and got through. So 10th for DJ, 11th for Ginger. We've got 12th still for Jim Bob and 13th for Dan, as we know. Quite hard when you come off of that turn 1. You don't want to be putting that power on too heavy, because the back end will let loose and you could be spinning. So far though, with the exception of Chuck, I think, although that was more the fact that he got his wheel on the grass on the inside. It's been pretty clean through there by everybody. So let's just go back and have a look at Thomas to see what he's doing, if he's gaining anything on the guys in front. Well, not really, because the guys in front are actually Team Vodafone, who will be getting the blue flags. So he's got these two to get past first before we can even think about getting anywhere near too fast. So maybe he's going to leave his best tyres till last. We'll have to see. Thomas third then. Actually, a little battle going on with the Vodafone, isn't there, in front of that? Let's just have a quick look, because these two are battling it out. So it's Dan still in 13th, Jim Bob in 12th, and they won't do anything silly being at their teammates, but this is probably one of the closest battles we got on track, and this is at the back of the field. Jim Bob though, and DJ is in. So DJ coming in very early. Still got a lot of laps to go, but he clearly thinks he can make it on that, and he probably can, seeing what Jerry done earlier maybe. So he's in anyway. DJ. And Dan second his teammate, and oh my goodness, Dan runs wide, and oh, and that's going to allow Thomas through, and yeah, that was the invitation that Thomas wanted. Thanks very much to Thomas. I'll have a bit of that. So that's one of them scrubbed off. Now I've just got to get past Jim Bob and then get to them leaders. And talking of leaders, Too Fast has taken up the lead and he's got on towards Route. So there you go. He's now our new leader here. So he hasn't actually led this race, has he? Too Fast, other than being on the pole position at the start, and maybe a few metres he led it, but Audrey soon took him for turn 1, but here he is. He's got that lead that he wanted. Patience. Got himself through, remained in third place, and here he goes, and goes wide. They both do actually. Too Fast then. And actually looks like he's pulling away a bit, doesn't it? So let's just stick with Too Fast for a little while and see what happens if Audrey can get onto the back of him. So no, Woodrow still behind Too Fast as they start lap 25 or 24. Woodrow though still with him. Thomas has come in, so he's in third place, man. He's going for that earlier last stint, but I suppose he had to as he came in earlier for his first one, didn't he? So he's in. Now does that, there he goes, there's going in now. Does that give Paul, Paul's followed him as well, so Paul's in too. So Dyson in fifth place. He might actually get both Thomas and Paul here, or possibly, well, definitely Paul I would think, but maybe not Thomas. Depends how much fuel he's putting in, but he'll certainly get momentarily third place. There he goes. And Thomas has come out in front of him, so Thomas does get that third place then, or keep that third place. Unforgiven, and Rodders is in. So here we go again for the next and final stops. So Thomas, what can he do? He's got a long or big gap I should say, to make up on Too Fast and Wadru, but of course they haven't come in yet, so if you can get a good lap in here, or a good few laps in here, consistent laps and clean, he's got every chance to get himself back into that front leading battle. Dyson has got himself to 4th then, with Chuck in 5th, and Jerry close behind in 6th. So I wonder how long Jerry can make these tyres last. This is the softs is on now, so possibly longer. We've got 10 laps left in this race, so you never know. And the leaders are in. The leaders are in. Paul's in 7th. Ginger in 8th. Just flick through these quickly. DJ in 9th. Rodders after his pit stop in 10th. Unforgiven in 11th. Dan in 12th, and no, he's actually got his place up, isn't he, Dan? Oh, moment. Jim Bob in 13th. I want to go back to Thomas Oat and see where he's going to come out, because with the leaders in, and no, he's coming round that final bend now, and I think the leaders are just about coming out, so actually that's almost a full length of the straight, but Wadru has taken Too Fast in the pits and come out in the front. Dyson's in, so a good stop from Wadru, but has he put enough fuel in? Well, he's filled right up actually, so certainly enough there. So was he just quicker in his stop? Well, obviously, because pretty sure he was behind Too Fast when they went in, but he's in front now, and that's all that counts, and maybe it's victory here tonight for Wadru. Too Fast obviously will be up for that battle as well, both now on fresh tyres, although Too Fast on mediums, so he's left the mediums till now, so we'll see how they fare by the end of the race. It's going to be a battle, I think, a close battle to the end again, like it has been in the first 2 rounds. Just using a bit of DRS there, Too Fast, just to try and close in on Wadru, just close that gap a bit through the chicane. So 2nd for him, Thomas in 3rd, so well, he has caught up, hasn't he, a little bit. I mean, that doesn't look like the length of the straight there, but so maybe he's on the super soft, remember, so I suppose against colder tyres and medium tyre with Too Fast as well, he's going to be a bit closer, isn't he? But you know, I mean, it's pretty much still the length of the straight, pretty much, give or take. But anyway, 3rd for Thomas, Jerry 4th. And he hasn't come in, and I'm wondering whether he's going to come in, you know. He will, but he's going to get a few more laps out of what he's got there at the moment if he feels like he wants to. It's just the tyres really, fuel's okay for a few more, but anyway, 4th for Jerry, 5th for Paul. So maybe he's not going to get that hat-trick of 4th places. 5th anyway, he might do if Jerry comes in, or when Jerry comes in I should say, and it's not that far ahead of Paul. So Paul there 5th, DJ up to 6th. Next round, by the way, we're going to be in Belgium at Spa, so it's another great one to look forward to. So keep your eyes open for that one. Be running alongside the start of the BTCC Championship season 15. So DJ 6th, Rodders in 7th. Dyson 8th. Chuck in 9th. Unforgiven in 10th. So back to 10th for Unforgiven after the stops and everything else. So got himself to 5th, didn't he, or 4th? Back to 10th now. So see what he can do from there in these final 9 laps. Ginger 11th, and then we know Jim Bob and Dan in 12th and 13th respectively. Another cracking race around here in Germany, and Ginger, be careful. We really are being given a treat in this championship, aren't we? Every round so far have been top dollar, and racing's been superb. Right, back up top then. It's Too Fast, still in second, but he's got Dan, I think it is, ahead of him now that he's got a pass between him and Wadru, and in fact he's gone in the pit, so he's gone. So now he's just, oh no, he's still got a car between himself, Wadru, and Too Fast, and it's Jim Bob. So, but he's pulling away, Wadru, and it could be, he could actually get the win here. Could Wadru? He's looking pretty comfortable, and that gap back to Too Fast is, well, it looks to be increasing by every lap. Such is the difference of tyres, although, as I said earlier, there's not a great deal of difference, but there is in times. So you're obviously going to be a bit quicker on the super softs. Wadru then. There's Too Fast. There's your gap. And by the way, remember, please check out our sponsor, upshiftstore.co.uk. As Jim Bob pulls over, Too Fast goes through. Thanks very much, he says. Now you can focus again on Wadru, although Wadru a little bit round ahead of him now. Don't want to let him go too far ahead. There he is at the bottom of the screen there, or at the bottom of the hill, and so there's your gap between 1 and 2. You've got Thomas, who 3rd place. So actually, these 3, who's been the top 3 all race, are still the top 3, but just in a different order. Thomas is trying all he can to, or at least get another spot. Although he thought to do him nicely, he's not going to be too greedy, but everyone wants to get as high as they possibly can. Jerry, meanwhile, is 4th place and still hasn't made that final stop, I don't believe. If he has or he hasn't, he's 4th. Ahead of Paul, who appears to be catching Jerry slowly. There he is. Oh, there they are. DJ's in again, so hang on a minute. So DJ, so is he coming in for a splash and dash, or is it tyres involved here? Because I'm pretty sure that as we watch Rodders come round that final bend, that he's already been in twice. Well, we leave that one to the stewards. I'm not entirely sure, but pretty sure that he's already done his maximum stops, and you can't, I mean, there is an emergency tyre, but that's only an emergency, and we're not an emergency stage because we've still got a few laps left, and that's not an emergency. So whether it was just a splash and dash, possibly, I don't know, but anyway, I'm sure the stewards will be on that one. So Rodder's in 6th place. There's Dyson in 7th. So he's another one who's had a pretty lonely race throughout, really. Truck still in 8th. Another one who's, not really got himself embroiled in too much aggro or anything like that. So 8th it is at the moment. DJ behind him has come out in 9th. So, well, maybe it was just a fuel change, I'm not sure, but yeah, possibly, because them tyres look too worn to be a brand spanking new one, so yeah, possibly just a fuel stop, not sure. So 9th anyway, Unforgiven, 10th, so not just when I thought, or just when he thought he was going to have a good evening, back down to 10th, and he'll be wondering what's going on. 3 rounds in. He's normally up the sharp end, as I said before, in all championships. Oh, and he runs wide there across the chicane, and Jerry's finally in, so Jerry's in, so Unforgiven will get 9th place here, but yeah, made a little error there, just went across the chicane, and that was that. So let's go and have a look at our leaders, or leader, as Rodru heads through the chicane or to complete another lap, I should say, and to start lap 31. So we have got 4 laps left to run here for this final stages of the round 3. All the cones have gone there on that left hand side, haven't they? So everyone's had a bit of fun with the skittles there. None of them left. Too Fast in second. Looks like he might be just sticking with second as things stand, really. You know what, I'll have second, that'll do me nicely. Thanks very much, and looking fairly comfortable there. Is Too Fast, and then Thomas third. Again, not sure whether he's going to improve on 3rd place. So the top 3 as they are now could be the top 3 when the checker flag comes out. So Thomas third, then Paul has got that 4th place back, hasn't he? Not far behind him though, his Rodder's in 5th, so Paul, he can't slack off, can he, with Rodder's behind him, but he has got that 4th place back. There is Rodder's. Oh no, that wasn't Rodder's behind him, so that was obviously one of the back markers that Paul had gone past, so either Jim Bob or Dan. So actually it is a fairly big gap that Paul's got between himself and Rodder's, who's in 5th. So 5th for the Rodder's then. Doesn't take a lot to confuse me once we start getting back markers and stuff coming into play. Just see cars and here we go, Dyson then 6th place. Front right hand was chattering now big time as he turned through that chicane. The suspension working an absolute treat there. Chuck in 7th, so he has got past Jerry, has he? Or is it Jerry catching him? I'm sure Chuck was in 8th, or maybe it was 7th. So anyway, Jerry is attacking him. He's doing some DRS as well. Jerry up the inside. Has he got there? No, he hasn't. So a little battle here at the end of the race as we come into the last few laps. Let's stick with this one. Oh, Jerry, I think, just had a moment at the chicane and that's lost all his momentum there. I thought we were going to be in for a little battle there. He might get into the DRS here a little bit, but he's not going to be close enough to make the move at turn 1. I thought he was in for a little battle between them two, but not yet. BJ not that far behind Jerry in 9th. As we come into these last few laps now to conclude round 3. Beautiful day. We've had great racing, great venue, and all in all, a great time for some. Others maybe not so, but certainly for us, the viewers, been a great race. Unforgiven in 10th place with Ginger at 11th. Oh, locks up just as I come to him. Ginger. been showing the blue flags, and that's because Wadru's coming into play in the background. But he's not close enough yet to give him that space. And Dan in 12th, so he's got 12th actually, off his teammate Jim Bob, who's 13th there at the back. So not a great evening for Team Vodafone, but they'll be back next time at Spa. So really, I think all we can do really is just have a look back up top and see, or I'll go to Thomas actually and just see if he's gaining on too fast, because I think Wadru's cleared off in front. I think Thomas pushing. He's not really, well, he has gained on him. There he is. Oh, and he gets a penalty for it, and well, that could be that. As they're about to start the final lap, and I think that's going to be fair place for Thomas. Too fast. Just ahead of him, he was catching too fast. But now that's put paid to that with that penalty. So too fast in second as they start their final lap. Wadru is obviously out in front and is already on his final lap, making his way through the traffic. Yeah, he's still got Ginger to get past, but not sure he's going to get to him anyway. And even if he did, not sure it's going to make a lot of difference. He really doesn't have to go flat out now, does he? He's got plenty of fuel left. Tyres look okay to see him through to the end of this, so looks like we got Wadru as our winner here. It'd have to be a major disaster for him not to win it now, but we might as well watch Wadru come through to complete the lap and to complete the race, to take that checkered flag. So he comes through these final few corners. He might catch Ginger actually at this point. He's been using a bit of DRS there, is Wadru. Might as well burn a bit of fuel off while he's there, he's got plenty anyway. Comes through this final chicane. And that's it then. Wadru gets the victory. Well played, well driven. Congratulations, Wadru. So first for Wadru. Well done. Too Fast is going to come in second. Good second for Too Fast. You won't be too disappointed with that, I don't think. So Too Fast, second place. Well done for him. Thomas is a disaster. He's crashed. Oh no, he hasn't. It wasn't Thomas. So Thomas in third. Someone else is. I think that might have been. I'm not sure who that was. But anyway, someone was in the barrier. So third for him. Paul. Oh, he's a long way back, isn't he? Paul, but he's going to get fourth place. Might be able to pick up whoever that was, but whoever it was head first into the barrier and at a standstill. So I'm not sure who that was, but Wadru, Too Fast and Thomas, there's your podium. So Paul then comes round, so he does get his hat-trick of fourth places actually, so there you go. Set a new record there, I'd imagine, for fourth places. Rodders in fifth place. It's a good fifth for Rodders actually. Well done. We've got Dyson coming round the final bend now, gets sixth from Chuck, not that far behind, and Jerry in eighth. So Jerry actually in eighth in the end, so that's not too bad. DJ in ninth, and Unforgiven is going to come in 10th. There he is. And then the other two, I think it was Ginger, Dan and Jim Bob, make up your field. So there's your round 3 from the Nurburgring. Join me again next time for round 4 from Spa, and I'll see you then.